In this episode of Travels with the Bondi Vet, Chris visits the world's coolest monkeys in Japan.
I'll be honest with you, this is one of my most favourite places in the world.
Seeks out the big five of the deep on an Australian sea safari.
This is Australia's ultimate ocean safari.
And takes us on a tour of his Australian home.
This is what I come home to, Bondi Beach. Throughout Japan, you'll find countless little towns with natural hot springs called onsen. From Tokyo, you can get to Japan's Central Alps via the bullet train in a speedy 90 minutes. I've travelled an extra hour north to Shibu in the Yamanouchi district.
You know, when it's freezing cold outside and snowing, there's only one thing that'll get me out of this onsen. That's another onsen. The only catch with this other onsen is, well, first of all, I've got to find it. And secondly, it's a bit crowded with monkeys. So you could say that Shibu is the epicentre of the onsen. Now, there are 9 different bars in this town, and according to this little guide here, which I'm trying very hard to read, they'll cure everything from heart disease to eye problems. But the only problem I've got is there's nothing here but a monkey onsen. Damn it. Is that a monkey? That is a monkey in an onsen. Oh, yes.
Now, I might be heading in the right direction, but it turns out the monkeys are still a trek away. So, I'll need some food. Thankfully, the other thing this region is famous for
Konnichiwa.
is soba noodles and Yamanouchi's noodle master.
It looks like instead of just eating noodles, I'm also making noodles.
Hey.
Hey?
Hey.
That's
hey.
yes.
Hey.
Time to channel my inner karate kid. Only, I'm the noodle kid.
Goro.
Okay.
Goro, goro, goro.
And my Mrs. Miyagi has all the moves down pat. Hopefully this is as simple as wax on, wax off.
もっと美味しくなれ。これ、オッケー。お、すごい、すごい。うまい。スッスッスッス。
Travellers are welcome to stay here and have their own noodle making experience.
すごい。
But I have to hit the road. It's time to find those monkeys in a hot tub. I might have made it to Kobayashi, but from here, it's still a 1.6 kilometre, very snowy walk.
If anyone knows where the monkey onsen is, this guy does. Excuse me. Well, I'm not going down there. You know, over the last 100 years, humans have had some big breakthroughs. The aeroplane, the car, the telephone. But for monkeys, there's been no bigger development than coming out of the snow and into the hot spring.
This is actually an accidental tourist attraction. Just over 50 years ago, the monkeys discovered they enjoyed bathing in the neighbouring onsen, and so some enterprising locals made them a spa of their own.
I guess the only question now is, are the locals friendly? Hello, man. How we going? You know, in the human world, we often laugh that kids don't feel the cold. And here, the kids, out in the snow.
These 200 Japanese macaques are the only monkeys in the world that swim in hot springs. It is an amazing up-close encounter, but bear in mind they are wild animals.
Okay, a bit of a confession. When I first heard about this place, I had these visions of stripping off and jumping into the onsen with my new monkey friends. But now I'm here, I don't know. The locals don't seem so friendly. And they really need to work on their pool hygiene. Are you posing?
Macaques are usually found in subtropical regions.
Were you mad? It's freezing out there.
Nowhere else do they live in sub-zero temperatures.
Even though they live their life in the onsen, they still have their same social structure. The really important monkeys stay right in the middle of the pool, while the others that don't have the seniority live out in the cold.
They don't sleep here, but like furry little businessmen, they prefer to commute from the mountains and hang out here between 9 and 4.
Thank you.
The prime time to visit these guys is in the peak of winter, between December and March.
I'll be honest with you, this is one of my most favourite places in the world. Nowhere else can you come to such a unique environment, experience something as unique as seeing a species doing something they do nowhere else in the world, and take it all in, face to face, with these incredible creatures.
We've just set off from Port Lincoln for something that I'm more than a little bit excited about. Even though it doesn't look like it, we're currently on safari. You see, you don't have to travel all the way to South Africa to experience stunning, breathtaking wildlife. You can see them right here in South Australia. This is Australia's ultimate ocean safari.
On our 2-day adventure on the Southern Ocean, it's our mission to see, and hopefully swim, with dolphins, tuna, sea lions, whales, and best of all, the great white shark. Our host, Matt Waller, says he can guarantee at least 3.
Do you reckon the Australian Big Five's got it all over the African Big Five?
Definitely. You're going to feel just as good at the end of it, if not better, because it's a uniquely Australian experience. Hey, look, mate, there's some dolphins over there, actually. Yeah, look at that.
They got dolphins.
It's
right.
fantastic.
Literally a metre off the front of a pretty powerful boat. They're actually using the energy of the boat really to surf what is almost a flat ocean.
One down, and the second on our bucket list is in sight.
Welcome to the tuna farm. So these tuna here, the average weight's around 35 kilos. The biggest one is 70 kilos at about 6 to 8 years of age. They can grow in excess of 300 kilos. It's about that long and about that round. Part of the fun is to hand feed them. The way we do this is you only grab one sardine at a time.
Can we just have a look at that hand there, man? It is actually all right? Yeah.
Here's your fish.
Yep.
Right, so hold it between 2 fingers. Come on, don't be chicken.
Gotcha. Yeah, you get me.
Yeah, nice.
Shark, right?
Shark bite.
Great white.
Great white.
Yeah.
Despite being such big fish, they seem to move very quickly.
Well, they can do a top speed of 70 k's an hour. They're faster than a Porsche 911. Yeah, I'll show you how quick. You ready? And I'll throw this out there. You watch them take off after it. There you go.
Yeah.
That's quick.
And you reckon we're getting in there?
Yeah, for sure.
We are definitely getting in. That's what makes this ocean safari so special.
So, I'm about to step into the biggest can of tuna I've ever seen in my life, and it should be fun. Let's see how we go.
I was actually expecting Nemo, not torpedoes with teeth.
It's just hilarious. So fast, they come straight at you, look like they're going to hit you, and they're staring at you the whole time, and at the last minute they turn away and grab the fish. Get one going between your legs. Get nervous there.
Who'd have ever thought that sushi could be so scary? Okay, we're on a roll. Dolphins? Tick. Tuna? Tick. There's 3 more to go, but the weather's changing. And a massive swell has blown up. We've got no chance of seeing whales in these conditions.
Out here in the Southern Ocean, there's a certain romance in its own right. These big swells. It's a safari with potholes like you'll never ever see in your life again. You can surf this. Not sure I want to. Wow.
With the treacherous Southern Ocean baring her teeth, the search for the great white shark will also have to wait. So, we're heading to Neptune Island to shelter for the night. The only fish I'm going to find now, well, it's on my plate.
Enjoy, folks. This is what lunch is all about.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
It's been a really big day. We've certainly seen some amazing animals, but what I'm learning is that it's certainly as much about what's in the ocean as the experience, the whole package of having great food, great company, 4 seasons in one day, and really leaving this place going, wow, that is just something I've never, ever experienced before. I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm hoping there's a shark involved, but in the meantime, what a distraction.
First light, time to find the elusive great white shark. But when it comes to summoning these predators, Matt's methods are a little unorthodox.
I expected your shark attracting device to be a little bit bigger than that. We're talking about the biggest predator in the world, the biggest predators in the world here, and that's how you get them.
Matt doesn't use blood or bait. His eco-friendly theory is that music also attracts sharks. Rock and roll, to be precise.
I can just imagine you there just really going for it.
Rock on, dude! Rock on! I want to see the best impression of underwater air guitar than I have currently on film.
I can do that.
It's a challenge we have.
Yeah. Does it take one knee sort of stuff when you're like down like
No,
really
when you get down even further like this and the red comes out of your mouth, then you know you're committed. So put it in, mate. Go for it.
Well, Mr. Grey White, live, coming to you right now, Akadaka. Back in black.
Don't fall.
Get it into you.
It's just a rope.
All right, all good?
Yep, all good.
All right, conditions, gotta be better. Didn't see it last night. Today is our day. Sit down there.
It's incredibly beautiful down here, but my heart is absolutely racing. No sign of sharks yet. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Might as well give them what they love. No, that's clearly not working.
Oh, no sharks. Disappointing, but tried hard. The great thing about the Big Five is that there's always something else. Apparently the sea lion's meant to be amazing, so I'll have to see them now.
Okay, we've only seen 2 out of the Big 5 on our wish list. But Matt promises me the next stop will make this trip unforgettable.
So welcome to Blythe Island.
Thanks,
This is where we go swimming with the seals.
Yeah.
Here's where all the 2 to 6-year-olds hang out, so it's all kind of teenagers.
The party island.
It's a party island.
How do we get to the party island?
You swim, mate. We're swimming with seals. Obviously, you get in the water.
These guys are meant to be the dogs
of the aquatic world. I know a bit about dogs. Dogs tend to like me. Let's see if these guys like me. It's just amazing. It's so rare to be around wildlife that don't see you as being a source of fear, but as a source of fun. And then they interact and they love it. Wow, this has just been such an incredible adventure. So uniquely Australian, you know, from those massive tuna that were so fast to the dolphins and then to playing with these sea lions. Just incredible fun. Sure, we didn't get to complete the big five. A great white shark would have been fantastic, but you can't help but go home happy. Funny thing is, most of the time, I'm not known by my proper name. People just call me Bondi Vet, and it's because of this place, the Bondi Junction Veterinary Hospital, which is where I treat animals sometimes when the cameras are rolling. But this clinic is only half the story. Because at the end of the day, this is what I come home to, Bondi Beach.
If you had to name Australia's most famous beach, Bondi would be it. But there's more to this place than sandcastles and surfing. So, being a local, I'm going to give you the insider's guide.
Now, if I've got a mate in town, chances are I'll drag them down here to the Bondi to Bronte walk. For me, it's part dog walking path, part running track, but occasionally you just catch your breath and realise that, geez, this is just such an incredibly raw and spectacular piece of scenery, and the city is just 15 minutes away.
Icebergs. You might know it for the fancy restaurant and cocktail bar up top, but when I come here, it's for what lies below.
It's got to be the most photographed ocean pool in the country, but why take a picture of it when you can really get a feel for it? You see, a lot of people don't realise you can come along here, pay your $5, whack your goggles on, and do this.
To maintain winter fitness, local lifesavers have been braving the icy waters here since 1929. Today, the locals are just as dedicated.
Now, this is Campbell Parade, Bondi's main drag, and like any tourist hotspot, there's a long line of restaurants. But my big tip, if you want really top food in Bondi, head off the main drag, and there you might just find something special.
You can get a great feed on Curlewis or Hall Street, but my favourite is at the far north end of Campbell Parade, Beach Burrito.
And this would have to be the local hotspot. It's almost like you walked off the beach in Mexico and now you can feast on the local offerings. But trust me, this place in the middle of summer is as much about the socialising as it is the spicy food. Can I get the fish burrito bowl, please? Look, there is one tourist hotspot I had to show you. It's Bondi Inc. This place is responsible for branding hundreds of backpackers every week. Now, I'm the exception to most people in the suburb. I do not have any tough stamps, but because you guys are here, I've got an excuse to have a look inside. Sorry to interrupt, you just keep on doing what you're doing. Can I ask, what's the inspiration for this one?
Females can be tough, just like males as well.
That's the tat.
Bit of a daredevil thing to do.
Right. How many tats have you got?
This is number 11 now.
11.
Number 11, yes.
Wow. So does it feel like you're working in a bit of an iconic place here?
Definitely, especially in summer you walk past and I'll have a crowd of 50 people at the front, so it's definitely a sight.
All right, now here's the bit I'm nervous about. You see, I promised you an insider's guide to Bondi, so it's probably right I take you inside my house to meet the resident cat and also the resident cousin.
This is my humble abode, and my cousin Deb is going to give you her insider's guide to my bedroom.
Here we are in Chris's room, styled to within an inch of its life. Seems to be very sparse. Oh, I don't really want to go in here. That is his clean bathroom that he wasn't expecting me to open the door. This is a special cupboard for Chris. Not only have we got the typical blue shirts, which he wears every day, but this is his dress-up cupboard. He says that it's for his nephews to be Buzz, but I actually think it's more for him. I don't even know what this is for, but he's actually bought 2 of them. He's actually got about 4 kimonos, which concerns me. I don't even know what you'd call that. That is almost an animal. It looks like Chris saves his money in his bedroom. Next time he goes away, I know where I'm going to get my coffee money. That's all I'm saying. And that seems to be Chris Brown's room.
And while we're airing the dirty laundry, you better enjoy my backyard. I haven't removed these weeds because I think once a tree reaches a certain level, you need council clearance to remove it. So he's safe for now. Lovely chair. That's where I relax and read the papers. Or I did about a year ago.